A shuddering whine wrenched up through his chest and throat. God damn them, what were they waiting for? Did they think he was going to come out and hand himself over? Outside, they heard the bar being lifted, and a howl of anticipation sounded in the night. Spinning, he drove his fists one after the other into the wall until he'd cracked the plaster and broken the skin. He then stood there, trembling helplessly, his teeth chattering. After a while it passed. He put the bar back across the door and went into the bedroom. He sank down on the bed and fell back on the pillow with a groan. His left hand beat once, feebly, on the bedspread. Oh God, he thought. How long? How long? And that concludes this week's chapter of The Last Man on Earth by William Smith. Oh, Will Smith, excuse me, different matter entirely. Now on to the lighter portion of our evening, where we stream horror games suitable for the season. I am, of course, Furblind Gamer, and welcome to another Short Horror Saturday. Yes, I hope everybody's having a good weekend. Sadly, my last weekend home before I have to go back to LA, back to work, away from all my games and books, which I probably have too many of, but that's a problem to deal with another day. And, oh yeah, sorry I missed Short Horror Saturday last week, and thank you to everybody who came out on Wednesday to see what ended up being the end of Prodigal. It was quite a twist at the end, and it's a shame that the sequel was never made. Today we're going with something slightly less plot-heavy, and slightly less horrific. No doubt you are familiar with the movie Beetlejuice. No doubt you are also familiar with the TV show Beetlejuice. No doubt you are unfamiliar with the 1990 PC game Beetlejuice Skeletons in the Closet, which is based on one episode of the TV show. Yeah, that's completely random. And as luck would have it, that's like one of only 2 episodes of the TV show I actually saw. Didn't watch Beetlejuice regularly. Didn't watch TV regularly. Relied on VHS. Now today we're going to try out this weird little arcadey game called Beetlejuice Skeletons in the Closet by High Tech Expressions. You may remember High Tech Expressions for such games as Bugs Bunny, Harebrained Adventure, Muppets, Chaos at the Carnival, Deal or No Deal, and Gremlins 2, The New Batch. I'm noticing a theme here. They aren't exactly a goldmine of original IPs. I was actually going to stream Gremlins 2, which is a halfway decent top-down shooter, if a bit long. But unfortunately, I couldn't get the disc to work, and since other discs are working fine, it may be that the disc has gone bad. And I have Gremlins 2 on both 3.5-inch and 5.25-inch, but not having a 5.25-inch drive, well, that makes it more difficult. And I am streaming the Beetlejuice, or I'm playing it off of the original floppy disk from 1990, which still works fine. It's always exciting when you boot up a 30-year-old game, and it works. Yeah. Meanwhile, DVD-ROMs from 2008 are starting to go bad. Oh, hey, Angela. Thank you so much for the sub. I really appreciate it. Welcome in. How have you been doing? Yes, I really am enjoying my time home and wish I could stay longer. Hopefully I'll be able to stay for 3 weeks over Christmas, whether or not I go to MagFest. And I haven't seen Beetlejuice the musical. But I like the movie, and I like what I saw of the show. I think I saw like maybe 2.5 episodes of the show, so I bet I like the musical. I take it it's something you quite enjoy. Yeah. Yeah, I know. It's the one good thing about being back in Virginia is I'm streaming on East Coast time, and a little bit earlier, so all my East Coast friends can actually catch my stream. I always tend to push it back too late in the day, and then suddenly it's 9 o'clock and I'm in California, and I'm like, oh yeah, I should start my 3 o'clock stream or something. And I don't know how much of this game we'll play, but I don't think we'll beat it, because I remember from playing it previously it gets quite hard. And according to the rather brief manual, there are over 150 levels, or 250 levels, and frankly, I don't have that kind of time. I've got a life to live. Sorry, high-tech expressions. Oh. The Beetlejuice the musical is on YouTube in bootleg form. Hey, that's fine. I mean, I'll stoop to bootleg if that's the only way I can access the content. See also abandonware sites. I mean, seriously, I got Gremlins 2, the new batch, right here, but the discs don't work. So what am I supposed to do? Write to high-tech expressions and ask for a new one, or download it from the Gaming Depot? Which is what I kind of did in 1998, because I thought it was freeware. But I wanted to, since I'm here with a bunch of my games, actually play one of them off the original floppy. And that's why I have the backup, built-in webcam, because I need somewhere to plug in the floppy drive, which I had to do anyway because I had to transfer a couple files off old floppy disks for work, which I think are the last floppy disks in our office. Zip disks? That's another matter. And if anybody happens to have a Macintosh with a serial port, or actually with any type of zip drive, let me know. Maybe I'll ask you to transfer files off the zip disks if the boss okays it. Because I assume we still need all these files from 20 years ago. Freaking zip disks. Spicy beer. Yes, previous streams were unofficially sponsored by Goya Ginger Beer, so today's stream is sponsored by Sierra Aloe Vera Juice with Pomegranate. Why put it on your sunburn when you can chug it? Sierra. Doesn't taste like sunburn ointment at all. Let's boot up the game, shall we? Alright, I closed DOSBox. Floppy drives will always be A. Hey, good load time. Rydell. You know, I had a friend named Rydell in grad school. I should call her up and be like, hey, insert first name here. Was your father or uncle responsible for Beetlejuice Skeletons in the Closet? And she'll be like, is this a ploy to get hired as a production assistant somewhere at a company I work at? And I'll be like, oh, probably. Yeah, and check out that PC speaker music. Sound blasters for chumps. Alright, the camera's here. I should look at the camera. Not the deactivated camera. It's a very simplistic game. I wish they gave you the option to reconfigure the controls. And what did I start? Basically, if you guys haven't seen that one episode of that one show from 20 plus years ago. Beetlejuice's lies manifest themselves as skeletons and go around telling his neighbors all the lies he told and pissing them off. So in this game, he has to shoot truth serum at the skeletons to make them collapse, and then... oh yeah, you can also get eaten by giant ground alligators. And then once he's knocked the skeletons over, Lydia comes and sweeps them up. However, the skeletons can put Lydia in jail for reasons that are best described as gameplay. And then he has to knock down a skeleton and hope the lightning power-up appears so he can free Lydia from jail. Needlessly difficult, especially at higher levels. Oh yeah, also he eats bugs. Because he's like a ghost, and ghosts eat bugs. And if you eat enough bugs, like, you get some kind of bonus. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yes, the head throw, which I believe is the most powerful weapon. The downside being you have to wait for your head to come back. It's a kind of wavy checkerboard plane. I know I've seen it in other games. I wonder which game did it first. Was it Kirby's Dream Course have something like that? RT. Oh. Oh, a flag. That would explain it. It does kind of look like that. Inexplicable, wavy, uneven ground. Can't fire diagonally in certain directions because of the way my laptop has the keys like connected. Like spacebar is fire and the arrow keys are shoot. And I believe the abomination, which looks like Gossamer in a cowboy hat, is one of Beetlejuice's neighbors. And if the skeletons tell him one of the lies Beetlejuice told, well, he'll get angry and try to kill me. Oh. Oh, I see what you're saying, I think. Yeah, MS Paint. I mean, it does kind of look like a flagpole along the side there. But I know what you mean about MS Paint. It looks very basic. Wonder what color palette this is, if this is like 16 or 256, whatever. I think it's obviously they were trying to make it work for fairly low-end computers, or maybe they just had limited resources. It's kind of impressive they got so many licenses. I don't know, maybe High-Tech Expressions was just the publisher that... I don't know anything about the software business of the late 80s and early 90s. It'd be hard to make the shots line up, partly because of the uneven ground. And as I recall correctly, the darker skeletons take more hits to knock down. I mean, the head throw instantly knocks anything down. Like the white skeletons are the weakest. Yeah, haven't got to chat with you in a while, Angela. How have things been going for you? 3 skeletons. Entirely too many. Do we get an extra life? Seems like we did. And yes, they do go off the top of the screen, the graphics a bit. Oh, awesome. Glad you got to go to take a vacation. Do you have family or friends in Greensboro? I'm so used to looking off to the right side for the mic, for the camera. I'm like, alright, it's directly in front of me. Finally. You can see how it'll get frantic when there get to be like 5 or 6 skeletons. Fortunately, our friend Lydia is impervious to hungry floor alligators. Wish I could say the same for us. That wasn't how the movie ended. Beetlejuice got swallowed by some giant monster that one of the ghosts inexplicably was able to control. Wait, that's spoilers. Please disregard that. Gotta figure out a way to redact VODs. Ah. Oh, nice. Oh, that's been quite a while. That's nice you got to see him. The zoo was always one of my favorite places to go growing up. can't eat the big bug. I think that's one of Beetlejuice's friends, like a dancing spider. Yay! I guess eating all the different varieties of bugs instantly knocks down all the skeletons. I wish Lydia were clever about avoiding the skeletons when they're not, you know, a pile of bones. I do remember one scene for this episode where the skeletons from the closet start talking to Beetlejuice's French butler skeleton and saying, "Beetlejuice really likes you. He pretends to hate you, but he likes you." And the butler skeleton is like, "You look familiar." Like he doesn't, maybe he doesn't quite place why, but he knows on some level they're skeletons like him. Oh, so that's the biggest zoo in the country. Wow. Or one of them. That's awesome. That was one of them. When I grew up in Houston, that was like a really big zoo. And it had some unusual animals. They even had a white alligator, which were like highly endangered at the time. I don't know if they're doing better now. And get into a ghost walk. That sounds fun. I mean, I know it depends greatly on, you know, how well written it is and how good your guide is. Sadly, I haven't really done any Halloween stuff this year. There's not so much around Stanton, Virginia, except stuff you have to drive to. And my roommates are still a little leery of big Halloween stuff in LA. You know, I mean, we're all vaccinated, but still, pandemics. Okay, now that's a frustrating mechanism. If they could just make it so whenever Lydia's encaged, the first skeleton you knock down, or all the skeletons you knock down, generate lightning power-ups to free her. But instead, you have to keep knocking them down and wait until you get one. Which could be a while. It's enough to drive men to drink. Probably more effective if there's alcohol. Maybe it's 150 levels of this, but still, how many lies did freaking Beetlejuice tell? Maybe you get points for smacking some sense into your friends when they're angry at you. Still only a couple other people on the ghost walk. That's a really small crowd. And yeah, maybe... I mean, there are probably some smaller events in LA. I know there are also the big things like Halloween Horror Nights and Haunted Harbor at the Queen Mary, which, you know, draw massive crowds of hundreds of people in normal years. Also cost a fair amount, so yeah, maybe it's good that I'm not trying to do those. Wrong skeleton. I wonder what our friend the dancing spider thinks about, like, us eating all these bugs. They don't generate power-ups when you eat enough bugs to knock them all down. It was basically they stay down and you get to skip the level. I can live with that. Scare as an attack. Wonder if the people who made Ah Real Monsters for the SNES and Genesis knew this game. The ghost walks where they tell you real, like, you know, ghost stories. Always been especially fascinating. I know they used to have one in Stanton. They may still. Been years since I went on it. Oh wow, we're almost at level like 40. You just sweep faster or vacuum faster, whatever you're doing. Also run faster. Yeah, the movement of the other NPCs that get enraged is randomized, making it tougher. God, you know that flagpole along the left side of the screen is the one constant. Maybe we are on a flag for inexplicable reasons. Oh. Nice, having the actors dress up in period costume and tell specific stories. That sounds fun. Did you ever go to the Halloween performances at the Frontier Culture Museum? And they tell, you know, basically actors act out traditional ghost stories. Those are a lot of fun. Seems like that'd be a fun acting job. Even if it's not interacting with other people, just telling the stories. Nope, don't want that. if you ever get a chance to, go back and watch them. They're pretty great. They do Christmas performances too, but those are less exciting because, you know, they're not about ghosts and death and horror and all that good stuff. Just holiday spirit. Occasionally a Belschnickel might show up. Or Krampus. I didn't count. How many we're up to now? 5 skeletons? They also seem to remember at a certain point, you get an infinite continues, but at a certain point it only resets every 10 or 20 levels or something, so I wonder if anybody's actually beaten the game. Should be keeping a closer eye on which bugs I've eaten. Kind of wasted that one. Close. Oh shoot, I gotta grab that. Before that happens. Oh well. Cowboy hat Gossamer doesn't seem to be scared. Oh hey, Haggard Hessian, thanks so much. Yeah. I didn't even notice that. 69. Oh shoot, I got the less good weapon now. It's going alright, thanks. How are you doing, Hessian? You guys should go check out Haggard Hessian. How do I pause? Shoot. I don't know how to pause the game. But you guys should go check out Haggard Hessian. Oh, thank you so much for this gift sub. That's really kind of you, Angela. Thanks so much for the gift sub. And I hope you enjoy your gift sub. Oops. Oh, I'm still trying to figure out what to stream tonight. It froze me in place. You have several games you're trying to choose between, Hessian. That's one thing I like about, like, when I start playing a longer game is then I don't have to think about which game I'm going to stream for those days. Oh, I see. Doesn't seem that great. Oh, right. She always goes for the first skeleton you knock down, as opposed to the closest one, which is a shame. Did Vampire not necessarily grab your fancy, or is it more it's not the sort of game that lends itself to streaming? Yeah. I think this could be a better game if it had a little more variation. I mean, it basically feels like a, 80s arcade game with updated graphics. And heaven only knows whether anyone's gotten through all 250 levels. Oh. I gotcha. A lot of talking to other NPCs. As opposed to fast action. I was watching. Who was it? I think it was Stealthy Golem who's streaming the first Elder Scrolls game. I know I've watched friends play like Morrowind and the other ones in years past. Well, she cleaned up one. Yeah. I still haven't seen the movie Vampire, even though I know it's a classic, and I should. I think my dad even has a copy somewhere. Like, why does she keep going for them when they're starting to rise up again? Can she not see that the skeletons are reforming? Skeletons. Okay, there. She avoided him. It would be nice if she didn't always go in as directly as possible to a knockdown skeleton. Instead was more intent on keeping herself safe. That was a lucky break. That was a less lucky break. So you have to hit them in quick succession, or they'll like regain their health, so to speak. Oh, Beetlejuice, you're so dramatic. I wonder what happens if you eat the fifth bug while Lydia's in a cage. What level are we at? 52? Okay. Lydia, you're killing me. I'm curious, can you guys tell how many colors this has? Like, whether this is VGA or... It seems like I ought to be able to count the colors, because I remember on our old Windows 95 computer when you could switch it to CGA or EGA, it showed each individual color clearly on the bar. Oops, that was a mistake. Oh, that's better. Did any of you chaps watch the Beetlejuice TV series very much in younger days? It did seem like a pretty good series. Notice whether the backgrounds are repeating and the color schemes on the flag. I know they change each level, but maybe it's like they go through a set cycle of a dozen or so. Finally a break. Oops. But not from the floor crocodiles. The floor crocodiles do not observe breaks. Even to allow you to drink sunburn gel. At least Beetlejuice's friends and neighbors don't, hurt Lydia. Their beef is not with her, only with that lying scum in the stripy suit. Did they make a sequel to the Beetlejuice movie, or was that just talk at some point? That seems to happen a lot. Like, whenever there's a good movie or a game, there's like, yeah, someone's going to do a sequel to it, even if it is 20 years later. And then half the time it doesn't happen. But sometimes it does. Tron, for instance. I think Tron 2.0 might have been a sequel in video game form. I didn't actually play it. Maybe I will make it through all 150 levels. Or maybe I'll get bored. I ain't got a 1990 attention span. If I did, it would probably be 1990. Another thing, can any of you guys think of other games that have that uneven checkerboard floor kind of look? Oops, I got eaten. Okay, so until you get a power up, you can only shoot one blob of truth serum at a time. Maybe it would be easier playing with a joystick. A lot going on. Okay, it looked like she did try and avoid him to keep herself safe. Is it just me, or are they reforming faster at this point? Hold still, skeletons. Yeah, like that. Exactly. Thank you. Lovely. You wouldn't think skeletons are so easily terrified, being monsters themselves. truth. I must use that strategically. I honestly didn't think I would be doing this well. I'll at least keep playing until I have to use a continue. When you lose a life at this point late in the game, maybe sooner than one would think. Where am I? Oh, there I am. I think, are there 6 now? Plus the 1 week she cleaned up. That's a lot. Oh good, and she automatically gets released. Now we're back in business. I don't even know how many skeletons there are now. It's too many to count. think a lot of these near misses I'm having are just by luck. I say, as I jinx it. Thank goodness there's a white one. If I get to level 70, I'll be happy. If I get to level 100, I'll be really happy. Hey, maybe there's the boss. Like 4 hits they take if they're really dark. It's hard to aim so precisely when the ground is wavy. The game pretty much demands that you aim precisely when you only can shoot one bullet at a time. I shot it right past him. thank goodness there's no time limit. It's like I can't even knock one down to get a power-up, let alone free Lydia. Finally. And she's locked up again. Surprise of the century right there. She kind of, sometimes she's like she's following me, sometimes she's just wandering, never idle. Ah yes. Now that's the stuff. Get rid of those skeletons! Beetlejuice is like, no thank you. Well, I'll try one more time and see if we can make a little progress. Crazy. Yay, high score. Oh, I guess it saved that to the disk, so now that's permanently on the disk. Yay. I can't tell, did it shuttle us back to level 60 or level 66? Damn, I think it's 60. Every 10 levels. Yeah, if the floor crocodile starts to come up when you're scaring them, you're a goner. Or eating a bug for that matter. Speaking of eating bugs. Eating bugs is lots of fun. It will require a hot dog bun. Nourishment for everyone. Eating bugs is lots of fun. To quote Hank the Cowdog. Hood rats, I'm doing a lot worse now. Guys, leave Lydia alone. Granted, she's the only thing that makes you stay dead, but she's just a kid. I could get rid of those skeletons, but fuck it, there'd just be more because I keep telling lies. Yes. I think that's enough closet cleaning for one day. Yeah. Enough to give you an idea of the game. Which I still have complete in box if anyone were to redeem box of the day. Yeah. I mean, I could keep playing it, but it doesn't seem to be getting much different, and yeah, just harder as it goes along, and I don't know that I could make it till level 70 and get a new password. Because partly I had that stock of lives from the earlier levels. I mean, you can see how it's kind of a fun game, but I really think it would have been a lot better if they'd had, you know, had it end sooner than 150 or 250 levels, whichever it was. And I mean, also made it a bit easier, because since it was based on a children's TV show, which was on the air at the time, probably the target audience was children. And I don't foresee the average kid making it as far as I did. Or maybe that was just me when I was a kid. Probably couldn't have pulled that off. Yeah, just kind of felt like it was rushed and a little too simple. Even if it wasn't, supposed to be an arcade game. I mean, if it wasn't for the fact that they said, there's a certain number of levels to complete, I would have thought it was infinite. Oh, I guess that's enough short horror for one Saturday. I'll probably find somebody to raid. And to tell you guys about what's coming up, tomorrow we have our Sunday stream, which I may do a bit earlier than usual, and I should almost definitely finish Alone in the Dark 1 tomorrow. Can't think we have more than a couple hours left, even if there are a whole bunch of insta-kill traps, like, oh, you read this book before you read this other book that tells you not to read that book. Oh, you're dead, game over. Hope you saved. And then Wednesday, shoot, I don't know, because since we finished Prodigal, I don't know what I'll do. I might start another longer, scary game, which then will continue into November, because there's no law that says you have to only play horror games in October. Hell, I play them every chance I get. Hope I don't run out of them in like the next 10 or 15 years. That'll be rough. I'd have to resort to playing interactive fiction on the Atari Lynx or something, which might not be so bad. Alright, let's see who's online. Yeah. Oh, right. And then the other thing is on Monday evening, I fly back to LA, but I'm going to try and do a bonus original hardware stream Monday during the afternoon. I'll see if I can get it all set up halfway decent, in addition to all the other stuff I should be doing. But there's always lots of other stuff I should be doing. And then I don't do it. Yeah. Welcome to my world. Oh wait, we can raid. Oh drats! I was hoping we could raid a friend of mine from grad school, but we haven't raided before, but she's no longer online. We've got. Our old friend Artyom Havoc is playing We Were Here Too. Co-stream with Bearded Bogle. I don't know if that's a horror game or not. That sounds like a good place to end up. You guys know Havoc. He's not a retro streamer. Just a streamer who streams a lot of old games. Different matter entirely. Okay, well again, thank you everybody for coming to Short Horror Saturday on original, well not hardware, but on original software, whatever you call a floppy disk, which still works nicely. And thank you for the subs and gift subs, and whether you're lurking or chatting or just hanging out, I really appreciate it. Feel free to follow me on Twitch as well as on Twitter and MySpace, which is where I post stream announcements and some other things. And yeah, hope you all have a good rest of your weekend, and I'll see you here for Alone in the Dark tomorrow, or whenever. And let's all go say hi to Havoc. And just remember, one more week till Halloween, Halloween, Halloween. One more week till Halloween, Silver Shamrock.